Okay, guys, welcome. We are doing a Thursday night team Zoom takeover. I know Murphy normally does her team Zooms at this time, so I kind of just hit her up and said, hey, we are both brand new VIP triple diamonds in the company, and let's get together and let's share our knowledge and I always tell my team, like, I know that I can say something a million times, but then somebody else will say the exact same thing and you guys are like, yeah. So I want us, like, just for the Zoom, like, just for funsies, I want you to pretend like if you're on Murphy's team, I'm your upline. And like if you're on my team, Murphy's your upline, just for this Zoom, just to get a different perspective and just hear it a little bit differently, because we are both different. Our journeys with this business have been different. And no matter who you are and how you find success, the basics are the same, but people do things differently. We send maybe a little bit different messages. Maybe we do host to post a little bit differently. So we're really excited to be on here tonight. I'll just do like a brief, like, my story in like 2 minutes, and then I'll let Murphy do the same. And then we just have like some questions that you guys had submitted and just like some things you had been wondering, and we'll just kind of bounce back and forth. So if you don't know me, my name's Weston. I'm 26 years old, and I'm coming up on 5 years with It Works in September, which is crazy. My life is completely different than it was almost 5 years ago. I was a college student. I was working 2 jobs. I was planning my wedding. And I was just doing all the things that I thought I was supposed to be doing. I was living on my own. I was paying my bills, but I just never felt like it was enough. It didn't matter how many hours I worked, how many tips I made, I would still pay my bills and have like $7 left over. So when I saw that you could make money in the nooks and crannies of your day on Facebook and Instagram, of course I was skeptical, but I just figured, like, if I could just make an extra $200. And I was reading all these stories of girls who were making way more than that, and I thought they were all magical unicorns. I didn't think people actually like got to the top of companies like this. And so I just jumped in, and we have moved. So let me think. So 6 months into my business, we got married. So, that was a huge shift. We've moved 8 times in 5 years. We got a dog. We got pregnant. We had a miscarriage. We got pregnant. We had my son. The last year, he'll be 1 in 2 weeks. So the last year has been like transitioning into like mom life, like learning how to be a mom on top of this business. And it's just been like this beautiful journey. So I went diamond in 18 months. A year later, I went double, and then it was 25 months after that, I went triple. So I sat a double diamond for about 2 years, and then we just went triple diamond in April. And this is just my passion, you guys, like helping people be healthy, empowering women to be the best version of themselves. And so I'm just excited to be here tonight and to just like show you all the ways that like you are so worthy and capable of doing the things that you desire with this business, whether that's just that extra like $200 a month that I think a lot of us start for, or shooting for VIP, shooting for ambassador. Anything's possible. So that's my story. Murphy, yeah, I think you can unmute yourself. I would love you to just tell us a little bit about you.
Hi everyone, I am Murphy, and a new triple diamond, like Hope had said, is still like crazy every single time I get on a Zoom and say that. I'm like, what? So it's funny because similar to Hope, I joined as a broke college student, overworking myself and newly engaged. So also planning a wedding that we are still planning because it's happening in September of this year due to COVID. So crazy. But so I joined this business 2 years ago from this month. My 2-year anniversary is actually July 27th. So I'm coming up on my 2 years. I had just turned 20 years old, just gotten engaged literally like a week and a half before I had joined. So I knew I was going to have a wedding coming up to pay for that I simply could not afford as a broke college student. I had gas to pay, groceries, bills, all the things. And I was really busy in college, quite frankly. Like, I was really involved in student orgs and taking lots of credit hours, and I just didn't really have time for a job. I would overwork myself so much in the summer. I would give up my whole entire summer, work 50 to 60 hours with no breaks. My job was insane, just to be able to barely squeeze by during the school year. And when I came across this girl on Instagram that my enroller is actually an ambassador diamond. So she was making so much money, which I thought, she's a magical unicorn. I'm like, people don't really do that. But I knew that if she could make that much, I could probably make $200. That is literally all I needed and all I was hoping for when I joined this business. So I joined 2 years ago in July. I went Ruby in my first 3 months, and then I double promoted from Ruby to Diamond in the same month, 6 months into the business. So I went Diamond pretty quickly. And then I sat at Diamond for 11 months, you guys. So I promoted Diamond in February of last year, and I stayed there. I lost rank. I had teammates quit on me. I basically went back down from Diamond to the bottom and completely just revamped my team, decided I was going to go for it. And then in March, I promoted double Diamond after getting Diamond back the month before. And then I went triple Diamond 2 months later in May. So seriously,
that is so incredible.
And my team quitting to triple Diamond.
Well, I was going to say, like, I think that what that just goes to show is, like, it doesn't matter where you are in your business right now. If you can just, like, buckle down and make the decision, like, in 6 months, you can be a triple Diamond, period. No matter how many people are working on your team, no matter what stuff you have going on, like, if you just decide where you are right now to just start and that's just the direction that you're going, you can go triple Diamond by the end of the year. Because we're in July. So decide today and go VIP so you can sit with us in VIP at conference next year.
And
you know what I mean?
This on Jade's Zoom, and it's literally crazy because in December, you guys, I was paid as a Ruby. 5 months later, I went triple Diamond. So I am just saying, you telling yourself that you cannot do that because you're a Ruby or you just joined this business or you don't know how you're going to promote in this amount of time. You just have to decide. You just have to recruit and be there for your team and lead from the front, and you can do the dang thing. Like, yes, I was a Diamond and I had a team the size of a Diamond, but it was not a working Diamond team.
No,
so
totally.
I brought in so much new blood in 5 months, you guys, and you can
literally
exact same
I was going to say, so, like, a Diamond chart is, like, I think it's 15 people, 16 people.
Yeah, I think maybe 16 including you.
So it's 16 people. Right. And then to go triple Diamond, you need 2 diamonds and a double Diamond. So she literally, like, quadrupled the size of her team in, like, 5 months.
I charted triple Diamond the last day of April, and I promoted triple Diamond in May. So I had just got it charted, and then I promoted. I took my fiance from distributor to Diamond in 30 days, you guys. 1 month.
Oh my God, girlfriend.
Got him charted in April. He was my third leg and promoted him in May.
Holy crap,
you can go from distributor to Diamond in 30 days. My fiance didn't do a darn thing. It was all his team, okay? Me and his team.
Yeah. Oh my
God. So excited to share all my tips with you guys.
Okay.
That's just, like, a little bit of my story, but
no, I love it. And that's, like, my story is ever evolving. Like, I'm going ambassador by the end of the year. And, like, if you ask me to tell you how, like, I don't know. I'm not even asking myself how, because I don't know how it's going to happen. That's God's volume. He knows the names of all the people who are going to be in all the boxes when that happens. But that's the direction. Like, that's the vision on my heart. My team knows that. My team knows that we're pushing for ambassador. Like, that's where we're headed. And I'm sure you feel the same way. Like, we're not slowing down. We're not looking back. Like, we're just moving forward, because honestly, you know, going Diamond is life changing. When I got that first $1,800 paycheck, insert income disclosure here, it changed my life, you guys. I literally, like, fell to my knees crying because who the heck makes a full-time income from their phone? And then again, when I went double, and then again with this last triple check, like, all of the last 3 months getting paid as a triple Diamond, like, it is just life-changing income. And I know what it means to me and my family. And so I know what it is going to mean for all of you when you hit that level. And so, you know, once you get to the rank that me and Murphy are at, it really isn't about us anymore, right? Like, triple Diamond is already an incredible amount of money. Now we have to turn around and say, okay, who's next? Like, who's going Diamond? Who's going VIP? Like, we want this. Like, I know Murphy is just like I am. Like, we want this for you guys so bad. Like, we fight for you guys. We show up for you guys, for your dreams, for your family. And so, yeah, I just hope you all know that if you're on this Zoom with us tonight, like, you are prayed for, like, daily, and we're here with you. Like, you're here for a reason. You're here on the Zoom listening in for a reason, and we're excited to share with you guys tonight. So there was a few things that we wanted to talk about, 3 things really. And so discipline, mindset, and promoting. So kind of just all encompassing with discipline, I think I can speak for everyone and say discipline is really just found in your daily routine. Discipline is just found in what are the things that you are doing non-negotiable every single day, week, month for your business to keep your business running. So I know I had some girls, I was asking them what they wanted to hear from you tonight. A few of them were asking you about, showing up consistently for your business and how you stay disciplined to show up consistently for your business, even when there's craziness, like, the world's a little cray-cray right now. So like, how do you stay disciplined enough to show up for your business every day when you've got personal things going on, when there's, all these things happening in the world? So I would love to hear a little bit about your daily routine, weekly routine, and then I can talk about mine too.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. So I may not be a mom, so I don't have like babies in the house or that to deal with, but we did just move into a new house. I am getting married in 60 days. I have a fiance. We have our family literally 5 minutes away. I was saying this at the beginning of the Zoom with Hope. So I still have a lot of crazy things going on. We all do. We all have life, and we have the same exact amount of time in every single day, each and every one of us. So we just have to use that time that we have and make the most of it. And really the thing that has helped me the most in being disciplined in my business is having my goals and my tasks out in front of me every single day. I'm a huge list person. I love to look at it, see it on paper, on my phone, my iPad, whatever it may be. I literally sit when I try to mostly work at my desk because I can sit and look at my dream board, and that keeps me focused, helps me remember my why, because that's so important for staying disciplined. If you have your why right in front of you, you know exactly what you're working for, I promise you're going to get the stuff done because you're going to have a reason why you're doing it. And so I have daily task lists that I follow every single day to get my daily tasks done. If you do not have the Google Keep app, I totally suggest downloading it. It's a free app on your phone where you can make lists, you can color code them, you can checklist, and you can check things off. I love checking things off. I feel like I get so much done when I just can see what I've done and check it off. It's called Google Keep, Adelaide. Here, I can type it in the chat just so that you guys can download it. I have used this for like a year and a half, you guys. I love it so much. So if you go on my Google Keep app, I have a whole bunch of different just little notes saved on my phone, and they all have checklists. So I have a checklist that has host a post, and it says 1 through 10. I do 10 on Instagram and 10 on Facebook every single day. So I go through that list twice. And then I have following. So it's like I followed 50, followed 25, unfollowed. I have that list. So I check that off as I do it. I have a messaging list. So it's like reached out to 20, 20, 20, 20. And then I have a separate thing for my posts and my stories. So every single day on my story, I post motivation because I want people to see like happiness and feel good when they come to my page. I post about my daily life. So I don't post just about it works. I post about things that are going on with me and things that I love. I post myself using a product. This is so important. People will know, like, and trust you when they see you using the product and you getting your own results and testimonies. I post about the business opportunity, so that can be like some influencers wanted slides or whatever, or telling my story about the business. I also post results pictures. That's really important with the products. And then I do 1 Instagram post and then 2 posts on Facebook every single day. One of the posts on Facebook is either a business or a product, and the other one is like an interactive or a filler or a giveaway post. So those are my daily tasks that I do every single day, and I just check them off. When I get up in the morning, the first thing that I do is make my coffee. And every single day I make my coffee on my story, so people will see me doing that every single day. And it's so funny because even when I was on my work Zoom with my team this morning, I told them, I was like, oh, what do you know? Somebody just swiped up to my story because they're like, I've been seeing you make your coffee every day and I'm sick of my Starbucks mocha. That's so expensive. And I'm like, see, this is why you make your coffee on your story every single day. Find the product that you love, make it all the time. But I also share all of our other products too, but the coffee is the one that I sell the most and that I really resonate with. So I make that. And then I hop on Cheyenne Knox's journaling Zoom and do my self-development. I always start my day off with that. And it is so important because if you wake up and you are in a bad mood, then you're going to be working your business all day in a bad mood. People are going to feed your vibes. You're not going to get good responses. You're going to wake up and you're going to see your customer Susie texted you that her auto shipment ran and she didn't know it was going to run and is pissed at you and all these things. And you're just going to start off your day and you're going to be mad all day long without doing your self-development. So I get on my journaling Zoom. I also have a devotional that I read every single day. Right now I'm reading 100 Days to Brave, but I just got the Hi God, It's Me Again. So I'm going to start reading that. I have like 2 days left of my 100 Days to Brave. And then I also do my leadership development. So this is really important too, because there is self-development and there is leadership development. And in this business, when you have one person on your team, which all of you will at some point if you don't already, you are a leader. And so they're going to be looking to you for guidance and for help. And so it is really important that you are growing as a leader every single day and how you can help others. So I read my leadership book, I read my personal book, and I do my journaling. And so that is how I start my morning, with my coffee in my hand. And it's seriously like, it's the best thing. I look forward to it every single day.
Yes, I love that. So you guys, what Murphy's talking about, and I'm going to talk about the exact same thing because I am a mom. So Murphy's not a mom. I am a mom. And both of us, we don't necessarily know what every second of every day is going to bring. As much as me and my husband can sit down and like try to schedule out like, and then he'll nap then, and then we'll do, like, it's almost impossible. And it was all like having kids, not having kids, either way, like there are just going to be things in your life that you can't control. So having a really solid morning routine and a really solid nighttime routine is the key to discipline. If you have something that you look forward to doing in the morning and then also helps you wind down and get settled and put yourself in a good headspace before you go to sleep, and it doesn't have to be long, you guys, like Murphy's talking about, like, you know, this whole thing probably takes her, you know, like an hour. If you have 15 minutes, you can wake up, don't look at your phone, read a book for 5 minutes, make your coffee, sit down, write out some affirmations. That's a great morning routine. You know, you don't have to have this like long, extensive, like miracle morning to start your day off on the right foot, because she's right. Like if you start your day by doing this, you're like, that's it. Like you don't know what's going to be on the other side of that screen. Maybe somebody is like on your team and they're not feeling it anymore. Maybe you've Sorry, my mom tried to call. Oh my God. Whenever
Okay.
tries to talk to me
No, where did
I'm on
it
a Zoom.
go? Did we
No one ever tries to talk to me until I'm on a Zoom. So, anyways, so I, so like she was saying, a really solid morning routine. We switch off days who wakes up with my son because he wakes up at the butt crack of dawn. So my mornings look a little different depending on if I'm getting up, like literally with like the baby fussing, he's waking up, then I don't necessarily have time for myself. So what I do for myself that's really, really important to me is my nighttime routine that I've been developing for myself. And you can incorporate your products. You can incorporate personal development. So for me, I turn off from my phone. I turn off from my business 1 hour before I plan on falling asleep. So I plug in my phone. I put it away. I've listened to the audiobook, but I'm reading the hardcover version of Girl Stop Apologizing. And I don't know what it is about just like reading. I'll read for like 15, maybe 20 minutes. I wash my face. I use like our whole skincare routine. And then I drink my Reds and collagen, which like Reds and collagen is the ish. If you guys haven't tried that combo, you have to. It is so delicious. I look forward to that every night. Like I'm like, yes, I'm so excited to drink my Reds and collagen because it's so good. So I make my Reds and collagen. I wash my face. I read my book. And I just like in my mind, I just say like, thank you, Lord, for this day. Thank you for my son. Thank you for my husband. Thank you for my business. Thank you for my friends. Like, that's how I just kind of like end my day, turn off the light, go to sleep. That way I can wake up in the morning, and whether I'm waking up at 5:30 with the baby or I'm waking up at 6:30 and hubby's already been awake with the baby, I'm just kind of starting every single day with this fresh mindset. So get yourself some solid routines, you guys. That's the key to discipline, is having routines that both make you feel good and that you look forward to. You know, Murphy is not waking up every day like, yeah, I get to message on Facebook. That's not, we don't wake up excited to do the task, but we do wake up excited for what we get to do. We get to use amazing products. We get to grow our minds. We get to make friends and be friends with incredible human beings. We get to work towards our dreams. We have those dream boards. We have those goals. We're visualizing. We're affirming. You know, we're doing all the things. Then it makes doing the actual work, sitting down, sending out your messages, putting up your stories, doing your host to post. it makes it so much, it doesn't feel like an uphill like battle to like get your stuff done. It just feels like, yep, this is what I got to do because I got goals, I got dreams, this coffee's got me feeling good, and like, this is what we're doing today. So I think discipline is up here is huge. I think personal development is huge for discipline. I just started reading it or listening to It Takes What It Takes. That's the audiobook that I'm listening to. Must listen to It Takes What It Takes. I'll write it in the chat. I know Jade has mentioned it a couple of times. I'm gonna have to look up his last name. It's by Trevor something with an M. I know I'm gonna spell it wrong if I type it out. So it's a really, really good book, and it just talks about, yeah, it's such a good book, you guys. So he talks a lot about making the hard choices. It's as easy as this. If you have a bag of potato chips and a bag of carrots, you don't need a nutritionist to tell you which one is the healthy option, right? Like bag of potato chips, bag of carrots. That's common sense. So if you get home from work and you finally wrestle your kids to sleep and you have 30 minutes and you can watch Netflix or you can work your business, you know which one you should do. The choice is yours to do the things that you need to do to be successful or to not. But no one needs to actually tell you which one is the right choice if you have goals and dreams and things that you want to accomplish and get done. So that book is a must listen. I just finished listening to that chapter today and I was like, it's true. Like these Zooms are amazing and me and Murphy can lay it down and you can use Google Keep. And I just have like it's not here, but I just have like a paper checklist that I just like look at every single day. Like just to remind myself of what I should be doing when it gets crazy. But, you guys know what you need to be doing. So, then your routine just doesn't switch off. For me, my routine only switches off because he's furloughed. This was not a choice. It wasn't like, yay, my husband's home. It was like, he has to be home because he doesn't go to work right now. But then your routine just doesn't change. You know what you need to get done during his first nap. You know what you need to get done during the second nap. You know what you need to get done after they go to sleep. And if that's the only time you have to work your business, then that's it. Then that's the only time you have to work your business. I want to tell you guys how many messages I sent out during the time I was breastfeeding and I couldn't do anything other than sit on the couch and be on my phone. Every single time we sat down to nurse, I was messaging. I was pumping out the messages because I knew there was nothing else I needed to be doing except for sitting on the couch, nursing my son and sending messages. Like that was when I did all of my work. So you just make it work for you, like I can't tell you what the perfect routine is. Murphy can't tell you what the perfect routine is. Your life is going to look different than ours, but setting up a really solid 10 to 15 minute routine in the morning or longer, a 10 to 15 minute routine in the evening or longer is going to help you all day long. Maybe you need to wake up before your kids wake up. That's not my first choice, but if I wasn't switching off days with my husband, I probably would. I would probably get my booty up at like 5 a.m. before my son even woke and like do my stuff. So yeah, you just need to wake up before her. Yep, exactly. Yep. Thinking about routines excite me, but I never seem to just do it. Then you're not clear enough about why you're doing it. If you're not clear enough about why you're waking up early, why you're doing your personal development, why you're implementing your routine, it's not going to be like strong enough. So I did want to talk about, so I have a few things that I do every single day. My list is very, very similar to Murphy's. I do 2 or 3 posts on Facebook every day. One of those posts is like a personal life post that I'm also posting on Instagram. I'm making my coffee in my stories. I'm sending messages until I get up at least 10 hosts to post. 10 is like minimum every single day. I try to get up 20 or even more. Mostly I've been killing it on Facebook lately, and I'm in a very like, if it's not broken, don't fix it kind of mood. But, and Facebook is going really, really well for me, but I do message on Instagram when I need to, when I have to, when I feel like my enrollments aren't going in as well. But I want to talk about something that I do weekly really quickly, because this has helped me a lot with my discipline too. And it sounds counterintuitive, but I take a day off. I take a day off every single week. And if you guys have been plugging into anything, any of the trainings that Works has been doing, They would call it a Sabbath. And I don't take mine as a day. I take mine as I actually do from 6 o'clock Saturday until 6 o'clock Sunday. This just works better with me for my anxiety, so that I can kind of work up until I'm off on Saturday. And then like everyone knows that I'm gonna get back to them on Sunday night if they need something. So I'm not actually taking an entire day off. I'm still getting up my posts every day because I'll just post them on Sunday night instead of Sunday morning. Sometimes I don't get up my 10 host to post on Sunday just because it's late. But usually if I've been like actually legitimately off of my phone, when I come back on Sunday evening, I do have like comments on giveaway host to posts that I can add and message. So like sometimes I do, like sometimes Sundays end up being a great day because I've let it kind of like build up. And then as I'm going through and catching up, it's happening. But I want to talk to you guys about this because I feel like there's so many people who are like scared to take a day off. You're like, if I take a day off, my team will stop working and everything will fall apart and everything I've ever worked for will be for nothing. No, you guys, I worked for almost 4.5 years without taking a single day off. And you know what I got? Burnt out, exhausted, frustrated. I wasn't spending time with God and I wasn't trusting him with my business. I was basically saying, if I take a day off, then I am going to be out of control. You should not try to be in control of your entire business, you guys. God is in control of your entire business. You just show up. And it has been, I'm not perfect. There are definitely times during my Sabbath where I will find myself like checking my phone or like, like I'll open up the Facebook app just by habit. So I'm still learning. I've only been doing this for about 5 weeks consistently. But it is changing the game for me because you know what I do on Sunday mornings? I wake up slow. I drink my coffee, I kiss my kid, I talk to God, we go to the farmer's market, we do like all these cute, wonderful things that like fill my soul. And then I just get back to work in the evening. Like I get back to work before the family call even starts. And then I'm able to just like kick off my week and set up my planner and do the things. And it's like, when you set time off for yourself, maybe you're a busy working mom and you can't put a full 24 hours off into your schedule. I get that. Then take 6 hours off on a Saturday, like on Saturday at 3 p.m., you're off until Sunday morning and you spend that entire evening with God, with your family, reading, sleeping, eating, drinking, whatever makes you feel good on the inside. For me, I read. I'm getting back into some hobbies that I literally had not been doing at all because I was just doing this business 24/7. So your girl plays the ukulele. I've not been brave enough to share any of this on my social because I haven't done it since high school, but I pulled out my ukulele. I have my adult coloring books. I read, I hang out with my kid. I see my family. I meal prep. I know Jade's been talking a lot about like meal prepping. So do the things that make you feel good, like singing and playing my ukulele. Like that's just for me. Like my kid doesn't even like it. He's not even interested. It's for me. Like that's my like time to spend with myself doing something that makes me feel good, even though I'm pretty sure I'm not that good at it. And it's good. It's really, really good for you to have those things outside of your business. That's why you're doing this. That's why you're doing this. It's so you can have a happy, fun, free life where you feel good and you're not stressed and you have time with the people that you love and to do the things that you love. So if you're not doing that and you're not giving that to yourself, of course you're going to feel frustrated and burnt out and not want to send your messages every day. And I can tell you 2 things. I know that at 6 p.m. on Saturday, I get to turn off, which means I kick ass all week long. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'm like on it because I know that Saturday night I get to turn off. And then my time off is so good and I get to come back on Sunday night and Monday morning and I've slept and I feel refreshed and I feel good and God is going to bless my business. And I just have so much faith in that as I continue to just be faithful with taking off this time and just letting him know how much I trust him with my business, he's going to bless me tenfold. So I know Murphy wanted me to talk a little bit about that as well. So pick some time off. Like I said, if you can't fit a full 24 hours off into your schedule, then just take a half day or the first half of a day and genuinely put the phone away, put your business down. It will still be here. I promise you it will still be here when you come back. And this is actually something that Jade told me, which is funny, but there's no such thing as a wrap emergency. There's no such thing as a coffee emergency. Like, they can find it in eSuite, they can find it in the team page, they can find it on their website, or they can wait. And there's nothing that's gonna, like, it's not life or death here, you guys. Like, we sell health and wellness products, and I promise you, if they're interested this Sunday morning, they're going to be interested Sunday night, genuinely. So, and now my team expects that. Like, anyone who's on here is on my team. They're like, yep, Hope takes time off. And it makes them feel more self-sufficient. I trust that. It's not just trusting God, it's trusting my leaders. It's trusting my team. Like, you guys got this. You don't need me to be up your butt to tell you what to do every single day. Like, you know what you need to be doing. So that's been a huge piece of discipline for me too. So I feel like we already kind of talked about mindset. Does anyone have any other questions about mindset or like personal development stuff? I feel like we kind of just covered both discipline and mindset in like one.
I just had one thing I wanted to
yeah.
on that was kind of related with that. So
yeah.
I feel like we're getting into the summer months. The weather's getting nicer. Things are starting to open back up. So we want to go do things, and we're just getting a little distracted, and lots of things are going on. And something that I've been hearing, especially a lot from my team, is just like, I have a lot going on and I don't feel motivated to work my business, which we all don't feel motivated to work our business at points, for sure. And so I just wanted to touch on that. I don't work my business based on my feelings. I work my business based on my why. So I'm going to say that again. I don't work my business based on my feelings or my motivation. I work my business based on my why. So, and like Hope was saying earlier, I do not wake up every single day like, yay, I'm going to do host of hosts today. I'm going to message people. I'm going to post. I'm going to do all these things. Sometimes I do because I love this job and I love what I get to do. And I'm so blessed to be in this business, but not every single day. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have days where you're going to wake up and you're not going to want to get the things done. And that's normal. But I have to remember why I started this business. I started this business to build a future for Colton and I. I have bills to pay. I have a mortgage to pay. I have gas to put in my car. I have groceries to put on the table. If you're a mom, you have diapers to pay. You have to pay for your child and all these things. And that's what you need to work based on. Not based on if you're motivated, not based on if your team's quitting, not based on any of those things, but based on your why. You need to remember your why every single second and just work your business based on that. If you have not been thinking about your why, sit down and literally just sit and think, why did I join this business and how is this going to change my life? It doesn't have to have already done anything for you yet for you to have a why and for you to know where you're going. I had talked about going double diamond for over a year, okay? And so you can talk about where you're going and what this is going to do for you, and that should be your motivating and driving factor every single day, whether you feel like you want to do the things or not. So I just wanted to talk on that with discipline, is that like a lot of discipline, I don't even really think motivation is a thing. And a lot of with discipline.
No, well, motivation is just fleeting. Like you can feel motivated in 1 minute and then in the next minute, motivation is gone. Exactly. So it's discipline is the thing that keeps you going. And I mean, that's the key right there. Like discipline is taking action based on what you want, not on how you feel. And Jade actually has a very excellent video on her YouTube that you can watch called like, I think it's literally called like Stop Being an Emotional Mess, which sounds mean because look, guys, I know that like we go through things. Like I have been through many, many, many personal things over the course of the 5 years of my business. Loss, moving, family drama, friend drama, like all of the pieces, you guys, but never once has it made me put my business down because I know where I'm going. I know what my dreams are. I know the things that I desire, and it is worth more to me than a feeling, which is also fleeting. Like, you know that you're like feeling bad is just a feeling. It'll go away. Just like feeling good, feeling motivated is just a feeling. It'll go away. So having that dream board, having really solid goals, like if you feel like who on here wants to go diamond? Like who is not diamond yet and wants to go diamond in their business? Yeah, a lot of people.
Drop a 1 or drop a me.
Right. I'm saying like drop a 1 if you're like, I gotta go diamond. Now, maybe you literally have one person on your team. Maybe you literally have no persons on your team. Like, you have to start with where you are. So your goal this month is Ruby. That is so attainable. We are on, what is today? The 9th? You have 3 weeks. You have 3 weeks.
We have 3 weeks left still, you guys. That's
like
so much
one
time.
Distributor a week and like 800 to 900 volume a week. And for some of you, you're like, ugh, but it's like, no, you guys, it is so attainable. We need 6,000 volume on the 25th to go triple diamond in April. And we did it as a team. Like, volume is just volume. Like, there is no number too big that God cannot handle. So, and then once you're Ruby, the next month you go Emerald and you fill your diamond chart. And then when you're going diamond, you fill your double chart. Like, just do the next right thing. Just do the next right thing. If you guys have not watched the Kelly Brown Zoom with Jade from last week, I don't know what to tell you. It's on her YouTube. Go watch it. She said, stop asking how and start asking what's next. What's next? Where do you need a distributor? Where do you need volume? That's what's next. When you finish that, then what's next? Where do you need another distributor? Where do you need more volume? Like, stop thinking, oh my God, that's so far. Well, it's not going to get any closer sitting around, sister. So what do you need to do? Piece by piece. I need 37 distributors to finish charting for presidential. Just saying. Is it making me a little nervous? Yeah, of course. In the back of my mind, I'm like, 37 distributors, holy moly. But sitting around feeling bad is not going to fill my presidential diamond chart. I got to go one distributor at a time. One distributor. Okay, now I need 36. Another distributor. Okay, now I need 35. And you just do the next right step. You do your posts. You do your host to post. You add your people. You send your follow-ups. You connect with your team. You do your personal development. You take your time off. You talk to God, like all the things. I've been using WordBoard, Karina. I don't know if that's what Murphy uses, but I've been using WordBoard. Well. Yeah. Yeah, I just started using WordBoard. I was just straight up using, I just straight up used text replacement, like the one in the settings of my phone for years. Like, I just had like a little system in my brain that worked. But at the beginning of this month, I didn't do it at month end because that would have been crazy. But at the beginning of this month, I was like, okay, that's it. I'm setting up my WordBoard. And I did it and I love it. So yeah, WordBoard is amazing.
I've used that for so long. But if you have a MacBook, I use my text replacement on my MacBook and I will message you like on your computer. It goes so quick. So if you have a MacBook and you can do text replacement on your computer, and it helps you not get blocked too. So
yeah, look at all these people who want to go diamond. Like, it is just so possible. And like, it's possible so I guess that's the only other thing that I'll say around like, just like mindset and discipline. And then we can just talk a little bit about like in the last like 15, 20 minutes, we can kind of just go back and forth about like what promoting actually looks like. And this kind of is a good transition, like wherever you want to go, Ruby, Emerald, Diamond, Double, Triple, Ambassador. Like, I know for me, you have to start showing up as them before it ever says it in your e-suite. And let me tell you what I mean by this. If I ask you guys, what does the diamond leader do? Like, what do diamond leaders do every day? You would probably be able to give me like a pretty solid list of like what a diamond leader does every day. She gets up her 10 host to post. She makes her live post. She checks in with her team. She goes live on, right? Like, you guys would know what those steps are. You know what it is. So start showing up as her. Like, what does Liz, diamond leader, like, what does she do every day? Wake up, be her. What does Nicole, diamond leader, do every day? Wake up, be her, take the action. Because that's what makes it happen. We are so used to seeing it, and then we'll do it. This business is the opposite. You do it, you do it, you do it, you see it. You do it, you do it, you do it, you do it, you see it. And you have to get used to, so my biggest thing is like, I want to go ambassador this year. I want it more than anything. Come hell or high water. I'm claiming, December 31st, it will say Hope Weston, Ambassador Diamond in my e-suite. So I have to start acting like an ambassador right now. right now, what does an ambassador do? She shows up for her team. She takes care of herself. She gets up her freaking host to post every single day. She enrolls a lot. Ambassadors enroll a lot. So what do I have to do to enroll a lot? I gotta do my follow-ups. I gotta make sure I'm talking to new people every day. I've gotta stay organized, right? We already know the things that the people who we want to be like do. Me and Murphy just told you exactly what we do. We wake up, we make our coffee, we put it in our stories, we post our life posts, we message, we get up post to posts, we follow up, we do our personal development. Like, you guys already know what we do every single day. So if you want to promote and you genuinely want on the inside, every single day you just wake up and you just say, today I am a diamond leader. What am I going to get done? How am I going to treat myself? How am I going to talk about my team? How am I going to think about my business? And that's when that shift will actually start to happen, like within your team, is when you start just showing up as that person that you want to be, instead of putting us up here. Like, that was in both of our stories. Me and Murphy were talking about how, like, we thought people who went like triple presidential and ambassador were literally like, what? Like these crazy magical people. And so we put them up on these pedestals. And like, I can tell you, full honesty, like being in the VIP chat and being in the VIP page, I'm like, who am I? Like, who am I to be in these pages? Like, I am so normal and so weird and struggle with so many things, but I did it. And I am not a magical unicorn, proven. I am just a normal person who just showed up every single day for a really long time and believed that she could. So you guys can do that too. So stop putting diamonds and doubles and triples like above you. Like, put yourself on that playing field. You can be that too. You can be that too, but you have to do it. So, oh my gosh, you're so kind, Nicole. So yeah, so let's talk a little bit about promoting. So I'll just like give you a scenario, and then you can, like, if you don't have one already, you can think of one and you can let me know. So this is the scenario of quite a few girls on my team. So you've got a girl on your team. She is maintaining Ruby. She wants to go diamond this month so bad. She needs to she has a full diamond chart, but she needs to fill in probably with some working boxes. Like, the whole team probably isn't working. She probably needs about 3,000 to 4,000, and she's just not sure if she can really pull that off this month. Like, she knows how bad she wants it, but she's just like not quite sure. What are you telling her? What direction are you giving her for this month?
Awesome. Okay, so first off, I'm gonna say there's people that have needed way more than 4,000 to 5,000 in 1 month to hit their promotion. Way more people. When I promoted from Ruby to Diamond in 1 month, and I think I needed 4,000 to 5,000. I needed a lot. And so if there's people that have done it, then you just have to ask, why can't you? Literally, why can't you? And that is how I went on my run from like maintaining Ruby to triple, as I was like, there's people that have done this before. There's people that have gone diamond in 30 days. There's people that have done this exact same thing. And I'm telling myself about Ambassador. There's people that have done that. So why not me? And so I just decided that it was going to be me. So that's the first thing that I would say is you have to decide. You have to decide that you're going to promote. You have to decide that that's going to happen and that you're going to do whatever it takes, and that you're not going to have this little ounce of doubt in the back of your head that says, well, maybe not this month. I don't know if I can pull that off. Like, no, like that's got to be off the table. You have to just decide and know that you are going to get that done. That's step number one, is you deciding. Step number two is having your chart out, okay? You do not need to have a completely working chart in order to promote. You're never gonna have a chart where every single box is working. I have never heard of that, and I've never promoted like that, okay? So that is okay. But what you are going to do is you're going to sign distributors and stack underneath those boxes that are not working. Distributors equal volume. So sign as many distributors as you can and stack them under their non-working boxes. That is what I did when I promoted Diamond. That's what I did when I promoted Double. And that's what I did when I promoted Triple. I signed as many distributors as I could and placed them where I needed volume. And then also it makes it so much more fun and motivating to fill those boxes because you have a new distributor there that you can earn a fast start on. And if you're a diamond or above, you can also earn a cab bonus on. So that's like extra motivation to start filling that box and help that distributor and get them going when you sign that So literally it is just deciding, it is having your chart out, knowing exactly what you need every single day. Every single day after I make my coffee and I do my self-development, after that, I get on my e-suite and I get on downline orders and I update my chart every single day, first thing, before I even send out my messages and all that stuff. I have my chart so I know what I need to do that day. You also need to set goals for yourself. I did this when I was going double and it worked amazing. Is I figured out how much volume I needed a day to go double. From the very first day, I figured out how much volume I needed a day, and I shouted it out in my team chat. I was like, okay, we need this, we need this, we need this. And if you're going from ruby to diamond, chances are you have maybe one person on your team that's working, and you can work with that one person and get them and be like, okay, this is your goal for how much volume you need today, the day. How did I figure that out, Morgan? So let's say there's 25 days left in the month. There's not, but you take what volume you need and you divide it by 25.
Yeah. So you would go, like, you guys, charting is like a whole nother Zoom. Jade has a couple of them that she's been doing recently. I'm sure like Murphy like might have one. I know I did one like not too long ago. You can find on my YouTube, but you're going to go into your e-suite, you're going to go into your tree viewer, and you are going to click on like every single person, and you're just going to add up the auto shipments that are supposed to run. You're going to look at all the distributors, all the customers, all of the orders that are supposed to run. You're going to add it all up. You're going to write it down as you're going. You're going to get your total number of volume. You know what you know how much you need for each promotion. You subtract it. That's how much you need. And I will just say this. You need what you need. Being too scared to look at how much you need is not going to help you need any less. You have to just look it dead in the face. This is how much I need. 5,000. I need 7,000. You're not going to get any closer by just being like, I think I need like 4,000 maybe. Like, look at it. When I went double, the next month I woke up, and this is the reason I sat at double for 2 years, you guys. I went double. And then I woke up the next month and I was like, oh my God, I can't go triple. I didn't look at a full triple diamond chart for a year. I was so scared. I was like, I can't do it. Like, but I was working, right? I was like posting and I was like messaging and I was like, you know what I mean? Like, but I wasn't like but I didn't have a chart. I didn't know where I was putting people. I didn't know what my next right step was. So finally a year later, I was like, God damn it, like I need to get my ish together. Finally pulled out that chart and I just started filling it, and it still took me another year because I had let it go for so long. So get your charts out. If you need to go ruby, like I said, hash it back. If your goal is diamond, but right now you've got like one person on your team, 2 people on, like, get out your ruby chart, fill it with distributors, then pull out your emerald chart. Fill it with distributors. Then pull out your diamond chart. Fill it with distributors. 70 a day to go ruby. Oh my God. That is 1 triple threat every single day until the end of the month. 1 triple threat every single day until the end of the month. You can do that. No doubt in my mind. So do not be afraid of needing what you need. As of this moment, our team needs 62,731 to go presidential diamond. What? That is a giant number, but I know exactly what I need. And I'm not going to be afraid of it anymore, because being afraid of it cost me a year that I could have been promoting and leading my team better. And my team knows. I go to my leaders chat every day and I'm like, all right, y'all, I need 62,000 volume. Like, we got to do this thing. Like, we got to bring it in. We got to duplicate. We got to bring in distributors. We got to do all these things. So do not be afraid of it. Do not be afraid. You need what you need. You need what you need. You are where you are. Your team is what it is. And you can't get any closer by pretending or not knowing exactly what your next right step is going to be. So that's the tea right there, my friends. Like, if you want to promote, you get out your chart, you need what you need, and you just start taking the next right step with your team. Involve your team. My team got so stoked when we were going triple. I don't know if your guys' team was the same, but like, they knew we were going VIP. They knew how much we needed. Like, every single day we were counting down. They were so excited. And now we're just doing the same thing for our diamonds. They know what they need. And we're just counting it down every single day. And I can tell you from my perspective, like, we are just so, like, I'm just so proud. And I know Murphy is too. Like, we are just so proud of our teams and the way that we can show up and the way that, you know, you guys are choosing to show up for your businesses. So I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, did you have a scenario for me, for somebody? I don't know. It was just like kind of a fun thing. Also, this lighting is making me look like a ghost, so I'm gonna.
I guess I didn't have a specific question for you about promoting. It was more about like motivation and juggling with babies and business, what you touched on already. But literally everything you just said about promoting is so true. And that's why I was able to go boom from diamond to double to triple, is because the second I got my diamond back, I pulled out my double chart. And the second after I went double, I pulled out my triple chart. And I didn't care that I was far away. I didn't care that I needed 25 distributors to get charted. I looked at that and I said, I'm going to take that on and I'm going to do that. And the month I charted triple, I signed all those distributors myself. I signed all 20 of them all by myself. I did not depend on one person to do that for me. You just have to look at it and know that you can do that. It has been done and you can do it again. And so just having your chart out is the roadmap to everything in this business.
And they literally talked about this on the summer camp, like just get one at a time. Like you promote one at a time. One distributor at a time, one customer at a time. Go out and get that next distributor. Go out and get that next customer. Teach your team how to go out and get that next distributor and get that next customer. And you just keep showing up the best you can. So the only other thing that I wanted to say about like doing this business and raising babies, and I do have a little bit of a different perspective because I did this business for 4 years-ish before I ever had a baby. And so then I had to adjust. So there's a lot of people who come into this business, they already have babies, they already have kids, and they're like, holy crap, how am I supposed to fit this around my life? So I do have a little bit of a different perspective, but I'm just going to give you guys like just one thing. And this is what I tell all moms. We have a brand new, one of my diamonds. She was the first distributor I ever signed on my team. She just had her baby on Monday. She's a brand new mama, first baby. And she was like, Hope, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Like, I do not know how I'm going to do this with a baby. And I said, you're going to give yourself grace. You're going to work when you can. You're going to ask for help. And you're going to have a shitload of faith that everything that you've done up until this moment is going to pay off for you in this season. And then repeat. So work when you can. Sleep when you can, pray when you can't, do either of those things. And you just make your little, if you can't solid like routine, just know what you need to do. I need to post to my story. I need to make a life post. I need to make a post about host to post so that I can get up posts about, so I can get a post to post. I need to follow up with people. I need to do my personal development. Find a way, sis. Find a way, sis. There are people who do this with 1 baby, 2 baby, 3 baby, 5 baby, 6 babies. Like, there are all kinds of people who rock this business with babies on their laps. You are not different than them. They are not more special than you, more talented than you, more capable than you, not even close. You guys are so worthy and deserving of all of those things. I just used to think all these self-limiting things. Like, before I came home to do this business full time, I was like, well, if I could just do this business full time, like, I'd already be ambassador. And then, I've been working from home for 2.5 years, and I just went triple in April. So like, stop setting yourself up for this. Like, well, if I didn't have kids, I could go faster. If I didn't have a job, I could work harder. If I wasn't going to school, I could. No, that's not true. It's just discipline and just knowing what you need and just being intentional. Like, before we even started hitting record, I talked about how I accidentally spent 15 minutes watching ant farm videos on TikTok. That was not intentional. That was bad. That was a bad choice, and I could have been doing it. Yeah, and then not using your why as your excuse. Danielle, you were just talking about, like, your son sleeps in bed with you, and so he knows when you wake up and all these things. He is your why, girlfriend. He is, I know it because I have a baby boy. He is everything to me. He is my whole heart walking around outside my body. I know my mamas know what I'm talking about. I would give him anything. I would do anything for him. I would give my life for him. I can give 2 hours a day to build a kick-ass business so that when he turns 18, he can have $100,000 in a savings account to take his life wherever he wants to go. I got 18 years to do it. It's not crazy to dream that big. It's not crazy to dream that big for your babies. So just remember that. Like, all of the things that you would do for your kids, you can give this business 2 hours a day. And I am like so dedicated to getting as far as I can before he's like a kid, because I just want him to, like, because right now he's a baby. So it's also just like, imagine what you're going to be able to do for your kids when they are kids when they're 10, when they're 12, when they're 14, when they're 16, and you can buy them a new car when you had to drive your parents' crappy second car when you were 16 because they couldn't afford to buy you a car. Like, all the things that you're going to be able to give to your children that you weren't able to have that are going to mean so much to you. You put those things on your dream board. I literally have $100,000 like bank statement on my dream board, but Casper's name is on it because I just know what that's going to be able to do for him for his future. He can go to college, he can start a business, he can travel the world, he can do whatever he wants with that money. I mean, I'm not just going to hand it to him, but you know what I mean? He can, like, I'm going to have that for him so that he can do whatever he wants. And that means so much to me to be able to do that. And I know how much it's going to mean to you guys to be able to do, maybe not that, but buy a house, not have to live in an apartment, buy a new car, not have to drive an unsafe car, be able to send them to the nice preschool, the nice private school, the nice high school, like whatever you want to do. So you do it with them in your lap. You guys know how many times during my day I'm just like trying to work and Casper's just like trying to grab my phone and I'm like, no, I'm just like trying to like message with him, like trying to grab it. You just do it when you can, you guys, and give yourself grace when you can't and pray when you can't. You know how many times I've danced around this kitchen to worship music because I was just like overwhelmed and like couldn't get a break all the entire month that I went triple. That was all I did. I messaged, I worked, and then I cried and danced to worship music when I couldn't. That's my best tip. People are like, how did you go triple? Like, I cried a lot and listened to a lot of worship music, to be honest. So I think that's it. I think that's all we have for you guys, unless you guys have more questions. Thank you so much for doing this with me, Murphy. This was amazing.
Yes,
I hope everyone got a lot out of this.
We appreciate you so much. I know I learned so much, and I'm so thankful. This was so good.
Me too. And that's like, I just love, like, I think that sometimes we look at the people who have been ambassador or VIP for a really long time. You know, like Jade, like she's been ambassador for almost 5 years, and we just think like, oh my God, like, so there is only like a set amount of people who can do that. And like, no, you guys, like me and Murphy just went triple diamond. Like, promotions are happening. Momentum is happening. Don't miss it. Don't lose out on it. You can do this too. I promise. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you go. Have a great night.
Bye.
Bye.